Is that the fucking Wii Sports theme song? Am I singing the Wii Sports theme song? That might be crazy. What's up, people? Oh, look at that. Views 0. There's no one here. I see people here, but it thinks there's no one here. How are you all doing today, my beautiful people? Klondike bars and cocaine. What the hell? Do you frequently package Klondike bars and cocaine in your trade dealings? Oh, now I'm talking. Now Boo is gonna wake up and decide that he wants to be violent. He's like the biggest anti-streamer. He doesn't believe in video games. The second I start talking, he starts barking. How's it going? It's going all right. With the mic on too. Oh, you don't gotta do me dirty like that, man. I got Executor and I got top 10 in Fleet for the first time. I am hype. Let's fucking go. How do you buy baby diapers with? Baby diapers with cocaine? It's certainly an interesting trade. I've never had to buy baby diapers before, but I imagine that when I do, I probably will not be purchasing them with cocaine. Cocaine and cocaine accessories? I sell cocaine and cocaine accessories. What's up, Real Poe Solo? Give me that Rosty and I'll give you that big hug. A big hug sounds kind of nice right now. I don't know what this fucking fleet does, so I'm just gonna press buttons and try to kill Anakin. Will there be a Cal Kestis unlock stream? 100% there will be a Cal Kestis unlock stream. Comes out in like what, 3 days, 2 days, something like that. I'm quite excited. Cocaine Bear 2 APGAINS Bookloo. I don't know if I want to star in the next Cocaine Bear, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm watching King of the Hill at the moment. Jesus Christ. What do you think of the Gungans? I'm excited, man. I very much look forward to building the Gungans free to play. I think they will be a fun and fantastical team. And I'm very happy that we're getting two teams that I'm really looking forward to. Gungans and Queen Amidala. Both squads that I think are going to be fucking awesome. What time? I'll put it on my calendar. When does it come out? I have to check my actual work calendar. Maybe like sometime in the evening, like after everyone's off work. Maybe like 4. Like 4 Pacific, maybe 4 or 5 Pacific is usually when I try to stream. And saw shards from Cal. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I am not spending a single gear piece until I have Cal at Relic 7. I'll probably go Cal to 7, then like Malicos to 7, then like maybe Baby Cal and Sir Junda. Happy St. Patrick's Day? Oh shit. When is St. Patrick's Day? Oh shit, St. Patrick's Day is today. I was unaware of the festivities. I'm not wearing green. That means you guys have to pinch me. Can you do a sure, Billy the Kid? I do need your ally code though, Mr. Bill. Mr. Billiam. Will you have Bane anytime soon? No, I won't have Bane anytime soon. I didn't really do the Bane conquests. If I like buy the conquest pass all 3 months, try hard, and buy all available shards, maybe I'll have them in 3 months, but no. I got like 100 shards. Is Chase new meta bad way of playing? Usually, I would say for the last 4 or so years it has been. A little bit before that it wasn't a terrible idea because the game wasn't super robust, but yeah, last 4-ish years, not been great. What's your thoughts on Riva at 5 mil? I mean, do you have full Inquisitors? If you have a full Inquisitor team, then that's awesome. If you have Riva at 5 mil, you should probably farm the Inquisitors, to be perfectly honest. At 5 mil, like, there's not going to be a lot that you can have at 5 mil that's going to be better than like a Riva Inquisitor team. I have Grand Inquisitor at R8. Oh my god. And you actually have Riva too? I'm not going to say that it's making me horny, but I'm not going to say that it's not. If you catch my drift. What you're saying is make your path. Sorry, 1 second. What you are saying is make your path using off meta counters. How many on a scale of, well, I guess if you're new to the game, you probably haven't seen a lot of my videos because I've been kind of AWOL for the last 4 or 5 months. How long have you been playing the game, Paul Barry? Six years. Holy shit. Never mind then. I mean, backbone teams have been the meta basically since money-based matchmaking came out. If that answers your question. On and off, okay. Yeah, a lot of people play for like a year, then take like 2 years off, then come back. It's quite common. I would say most of my subscribers are like dormant right now, and they will eventually return from hibernation when fucking Jar Jar comes out. All right, we gotta do a poll though. I need everyone to vote in this poll. How many people of you guys are getting the celebrate the 8th anniversary of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes ads every fucking ad break on YouTube? Is that for me? Every ad break. Like, I unironic, like, in all seriousness, I want to say 60+% of the ads I get on YouTube are Galaxy of Heroes ads now. No, I have premium. I have premium. Meh, meh, meh. I'm not poor. Meh, 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 meh. Ad blocker go burr. Your ad blocker works? Which ad blocker are you using? I feel like my ad blocker has been getting fucked recently. I mean, on my phone. I don't have ad block on my phone. I like how they advertise the HAAT raid. I mean, they advertise what people who don't know anything about the game are going to find cool. I love how if you go in the comment section of like on Instagram, I'll see, or on YouTube, I'll see like an ad, and I'll go to the comment section because CG is like very famous for botting their advertisements for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, but they do it notoriously. So there'll be like, 17 comments and like 15,000. They always have like 14 to 15,000 likes because I think you can buy like 14 or 15,000 likes for like $10 or something like that. And so I'll go in and I'll see, and all the comments will be like, "Don't be fooled. This game sucks. I've been playing for 8 years. It's terrible. Don't play." I'm like, doing the Lord's work, protecting the next generation from playing. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of this community for protecting itself. uBlock Origin works. I have uBlock Origin on. Maybe it's been working. I don't watch a lot of YouTube on my computer, so maybe I haven't noticed. But come to think of it, I don't think I've actually seen an ad on my computer in a while. Can I get a goddamn roster review? Possible. I have one cooked in the books right now. I don't remember who it was from. Someone 1.9 million GP. I have it copied, but I don't remember who it is. I have to finish my dailies real quick. I gotta get my shippy ship shards. I'm not getting Swago ads. I'm getting ads for the other Star Wars mobile game that looks absolutely poop. There's another Star Wars mobile game? Really? This is fascinating information that has come to light. Dude, when is the fucking Star Wars Hunters coming out? I kind of want to play that game. I kind of want to see how dog shit it is. Never. That's what I figured, but I'm really quite interested to see just how bad it is. When Switch 2 comes out. Switch 2 Electric Boogaloo. Hunters is already out in some regions. Actually kind of nice. Well, I know it's like out, but I'm not going to do what I did for fucking Lord of the Rings, where I flew to the Philippines to download the game because I'm the richest poor person in the world. Because we all know how that worked out. Fucking CG. I'm still mad that I don't know how they could have possibly messed that up. Every mistake they made was entirely avoidable. Disney is cutting back? Well, they wouldn't need to cut back if their movies weren't all dog shit. Have you been keeping up with Bad Batch? I believe so. I don't remember. The last episode I saw was number 7, I think. What's up, X Zone? Do I want Ben Swallow before Maul? I have Rey. I mean, if you already have Rey, I mean, that kind of depends on what your Mandalorians... Because Maul by himself isn't, like that useful. Pawns, thank you for resubscribing to El Patreon. Slide me your ally code in the Patreon DMs, and I'll get to it in just a second. Do I have Chipotle for lunch? Shakes AP 8-ball. Alright, fuck, I need a fun way to answer questions now. Okay. The Switchblade of Destiny. I'm just gonna spin it like this a bunch of times. Wait, that doesn't actually accomplish anything because it could never, it'll never like not. I'm just gonna go like this a bunch. No, that doesn't make sense either because I can definitely control how that ends. All right, I need to. All right, I'm gonna flip this Polaroid picture of my dog, looking like a very handsome boy. If it lands handsome boy up, well, there's no way you're gonna be able to tell, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. Handsome boy up, yes. My soul at the moment, oh, you can see my camera, my $10 camera. If it lands with my empty soul up, no Chipotle. All right, ready? Whoa. Oh. I hate to burst your bubble, my friend, but no Chipotle for you. Handsome boy was not up. He was down, and when handsome boy's down, that means get Chipotle, so go get Chipotle. Are you enjoying the Chargers free agency? Walker Gilmore, you are on thin ice. You better watch your fucking mouth before I ban you. No, I'm not enjoying it. Not one bit. Honestly, it was probably for the best. Clears a bunch of cap. But it just hurts. You know what I mean? I'm a Broncos fan, so it can't be worse. It's okay. We can hate the Chiefs together. All right. I don't remember whose this is. Maybe someone named Billy. 85 million in dead cap is wild. I know. Sorry, AP, but sometimes I forget the Chargers are a team. That's fine. The Chargers are traitors for going to LA. I mean, I don't really blame them. I got lucky. Someone took me to SoFi. And it was the most magical experience of my life. I will never forget it. I'm so grateful. It was so amazing. And so I don't blame them because SoFi's lit as fuck. Burke here. Thank you for joining the Patreon as well. DM me your ally code on Patreon and I'll get to it. And then make sure, go to settings. It's either called apps or connections. They've changed it since the last time I've done it myself. So I don't know if it's connections or apps. Link Discord automatically enrolls you in the Patreon exclusive Discord, which is where all the fun happens. Is roster review for Patreon only? No. But that's how I feed myself. In the deepest, darkest despairs of being a content creator, so I appreciate it. Is Billy still here? Oh, Billy the kid. All right, I'm gonna plug this into the cube real quick just to see, because I don't want to have to look through everything. And what's the point of having a cube if you don't use it? This is why you should join the Patreon Discord, my friends. Because you could roster review yourself. All right, so it looks like we don't have much in the way of core. I mean, this is a small enough roster. The cube isn't like super helpful for me at least, but this is something that I imagine would probably be helpful for you, Mr. Billy. All right. What are you actively farming right now? Because you have I'm assuming you're doing some sort of like Sith Eternal Emperor. Is that our doohickey thingamabobber? Farming Ewoks for CLS. All right, not a terrible. I would have. I mean, here's the thing about the early game is like you eventually have to get everything out of the way eventually. So it's not like the end of the world. Executor into Jabba. Wow. Like immediately, like you're doing that like right now? Or just after? I mean, you don't really have much in the way of much. I would probably get at least 2 more Core 8 teams before you went for Executor. Especially because with hard nodes, you can kind of farm them all at the same time. I mean, I would at the very, very least do 1, probably 2 Revens. Because they don't really require much. Like, they actually require almost nothing. They're like a 10th of the cost of... I would probably double Revan while you Executor, because it's going to take you a while to get the relics. You can unlock Jedi Knight Revan with, like, half of them at level 50, gear 4, half of them at, like, gear 8. They're accelerated, which means it'll take you almost no time to do it. Yeah, I would probably, at the very least, double Revan before you Executor, and after you Executor, I would probably maybe grab a couple more teams before you do Jabba. Do you spend any money? Because, like, big farms become, like, infinitely easier when you're in a higher GAC, or you spend money, or you're in a better guild. Which is why, like, GLs early is never a good idea. Yeah, I would double Revan while you Executor, and then I might, like, maybe Padme GG Sep Gas before you Jabba. But you're also only 2 million GP, so it's not like you can really do much. I mean, the real game doesn't even start until you can hit 4 million GP, so it's not the end of the world. Paused everything to unlock Bane and getting him tomorrow and ready to get him R7 immediately. As soon as that's done, relicking the Rogue One crew for Profundity. After that, it's cleanup for a few tertiary core teams. All right, we're what? 8 mil, 2 GL. Good backbone, though. Malicos, Malgus, Maul, Starkiller, Dash, Seer Junda, Treya. Oh my god, dude. People always ask me what makes me, like, incredibly horny, and it's this. And Radis. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Alright, what'd you say you were doing? So you got Bane. Bane, Profundity. Yeah, I would do like Bane, Profundity. I mean, I think it's safe to say. I think we can all agree here, Pons. It's safe to say that we should probably relic our cat. Let's actually do something real quick. Let me pull something up. Oh, this search tool is not. Oh, fuck. Ooh, I actually don't like the... maybe I should email .gg and have them edit how this works. Okay, maybe. Never mind. Quality of life issue on .gg. But yes, please fucking relic cat. I would maybe do like Cat Iden Savage Zam, and then rip like a GL, maybe like a Jabba or a JMK or a Leia, someone on the defensive side. Tarkin and Geos for starter Gucci. What? You mean like as your first fleet? I mean, if you're like a couple 100,000 GP. Hey, it's just a bad dream, puppy. You're dreaming. Sorry, Booby was having a dream. I can't tell if it was a good dream or a bad dream. He was going like... Maybe he thought he was swimming. Were you swimming in your dreams? He like snorts when he dreams, so I can never tell if he's having a nightmare or not. When he's really tired, he like snorts like a fucking pig. It's kind of cute, but also occasionally alarming. Click on the Wookiees tab. I don't know if I want to click on the Wookiees. That's pretty fucking funny. Dude, when fucking Gungi comes out though, Gungi, when that tiny little beautiful Wookiee comes out, you'll be ready. You'll be fucking ready. God, I want Gungi so badly. I went to Dune 2 last night with my mom, and I saw an ad for Phantom Menace. And I was like, fuck, maybe I should go see the Phantom Menace in theaters. Because when did the Phantom Menace come out? When did the Phantom Menace come out? Yeah, it was before I was born. So I've never got to see it on the big screen. Maybe I should go see it. Because unironically, I do be loving the Phantom Menace and Clone Wars. One day they will be at R9. Please don't do that. Please don't Relic 9 your fucking Wookiees, dog. I beg you. I would probably cry, to be perfectly honest. Oh, fuck, what am I choking on? Alright, Berkir. Hey, Yosefson. It's kind of a badass name, not gonna lie. Which variety of kroner did you pay with? Kroner. Kroner. I saw Rage War. It's next. R9ing my Wookiees is part of the will to live pillar. All right, fair enough. If it's a will to live play, I will never disparage. I will never disparage will to live plays. because I myself have no oil to live at the moment. All right. Apparently, you need to farm a lot of teams. You need to farm what? Padme, Darth Revan, Qui-Gon, Iden, Wampa, Treo, Jedi Knight Luke, Radiz, Malgus. Okay, so basically all of your backbone teams. They're probably just not at Relic 5. Or maybe it's Relic 7, I don't know. It might have been changed. I don't know if the algorithm says 5 or 7 right now. Let's do like a... here. Okay, yeah, it's probably 5. We got what? 3 GLs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Backbone. What are you actively farming right now? Icelandic kroner. I heard Iceland is beautiful. Oh. I've never been to Europe. I've never really been anywhere, come to think of it, actually, but I guess Europe qualifies as anywhere. What are you actively farming right now? Just finishing farms and going for Jedi Cal. Oh, big stretch. Oh, he's so tired. Jedi Cal. I mean, a Jedi Cal, Jedi Knight Luke JML would be hot. You would be 2-2 for offense defense. If you go JML, I would go Cal JML. Profundity Jabba. Actually, maybe a Profundity Leia? Because what? You don't have a lot of backbone teams. Yeah, you don't. I mean, you have some, but like. Especially because I double counted one. I counted Malicos and Sierra as the same team. Or different teams. Yeah, I would maybe go Cal JML, Profundity Leia. APU banned my guildmate for having an R9 Omicron Farm Boy Luke. It's blasphemy. I would never have done something. Take that. You take that back. I have too many fidget toys on my desk. I can't stop, dude. I cannot stop playing with the fucking butterfly knife. I don't know why. There's video evidence. Lies. Lies. I don't like heretics in my chat. I want a butterfly knife. I think they're illegal to have outside of your private residence. Interesting. 6 months in prison. There is... You're fucking right, Platinum J. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. I hope the drugs are working and all the wasn't too much of an ordeal. There's no drugs. Ow, fuck. But, yeah, I'll be fine. It doesn't like really hurt anymore, but at the end of like when I go to bed every night, it's pretty swollen. It swells up during the course of the day as I like move around and stuff like that. I have like a really thick walking boot, which has been pretty helpful. But it's still like gets kind of fucked up. The doctor says there's no like issue of like making it worse. It's just like a pain tolerance and healing kind of thing, which is great. So I can like kind of move around, but it's just really slow and kind of uncomfortable. And it hurts after a while. If I walk more than, you know, up and down the stairs, it kind of hurts. AP is humbling reality Swigo YouTuber. The only Swigo YouTuber that isn't dropping fat stacks. I kind of miss... I don't know if this is too much of existential crisis AP gains, but I kind of miss being like a small YouTuber. I mean, I am a small YouTuber, but like in the Galaxy of Heroes space, I'm number 2. But definitely not now, because I've been gone for so long. I'm definitely like number 7 at this point. I've been passed up by so many people. It's actually kind of fun. But I remember being able to gain like 2,000 subscribers a month for like a year straight. It was like between 1,000 and 2,000 subscribers. And like I was just blitzing. It was so great, dude. I was growing. I was streaming twice a day, video every day. A video, 2 videos, 2 streams every single day. And then the Fire Nation attacked. I basically quit YouTube for a year. So sad. But I just miss like every video was a 1 out of 10. The little confetti was the dopamine was everywhere. Everything was up and to the right. Every month was a new personal best. Everyone loved me. It was so great. I definitely feel like I was like the young athlete in the big city in his prime, and now I'm like I'm like fucking Russell Wilson now. I'm like, you know, some of the things he says are a little fucking crazy. No one really likes him. He's on the down low and can't get another big contract. I feel like I'm the fucking Russell Wilson of Galaxy of Heroes right now. Mr. Unlimited. Alright, what'd you say? Filler account I'm using to help my guild while it tries to replace inactives. Just got DR and farming up units to go with him. Is he your first Revan? Did you get the other one too or no? Ooh, Treya. Treya's hot as fuck. I'm loving Savage, Qui-Gon, Omicrons, a little bit of Troopers, a little bit of Grievous. I'd do like a little bit of Treya, a little bit of Dark Trooper, maybe a little bit of Anakin to go with Qui-Gon, a little bit of CLS, other Revan. Could maybe rip a Phoenix. AP is the living embodiment of a Green Day song. Which song? I will demonetize the stream and play it if you tell me which song. AP is the washed up has been of Galaxy. Oh, basket case. AP is the washed up has been of Galaxy of Heroes. Been slow farming Krex. He lives on my CLS team. Krex was CLS. I mean, that's super. That's pretty good. I don't have any problems with that. Oh, he's only 4 stars. Yeah, non-accelerated. I prefer you. You have hot takes. I'm just not as consistent as I used to be. I used to be a shining example of consistency equals success. And then life got in the way. Too bad YouTube didn't like your jokes. I have been demonetized a plethora of times. That is true. Is AP asleep? Sorry, I got ADHD gained right there. I got hit with a massive ADHD spike. It was crippling. How do you feel being the greatest roster ever? How do you feel being the greatest roster reviewer ever? Well, thank you for the compliment. I don't know. It's very strange. This game existed many years before I ever knew it existed. It had established creators with 50, I think at that time Arnold maybe just eclipsed 200,000 or maybe, no, I remember when he hit that, so maybe he had like 150,000. It had been dominated for quite a while and had been really successful before I even knew it existed. And for a long time, the prevailing opinion was it was 100% pay to win. Which at the very upper echelon is obviously the case. Because it's a mobile game, and to be the very best, you have to spend tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I, like, had a very weirdly niche desire to be really good and to not spend any money. And so I spent, like, no joke, like, more than a full working day every day for years playing, talking about, thinking about the game, and discovering that what had been told to me in YouTube videos and by other people in guilds and in Discords and in Reddit wasn't true. And you could, I don't want to say easily, because it required like immense foresight, planning, and otherworldly discipline that I cannot myself apply in my own life. Like if I had my same Galaxy of Heroes discipline in my real life, I'd be like a fucking 7-foot chiseled Giga Chad billionaire playboy philanthropist Iron Man. And unfortunately I'm none of those things, but I realized that with just even like a basic amount of understanding of one, how the game worked, to how CG thought about things through many, many, many hours of talking to them and playing the game and researching the path and just knowing unfortunately knowing what was coming was a big help. And like adding all those things together, it became kind of easy to make someone who was awful at the game really, really good. And it was kind of the only part of this game that I ever really loved. Like, I love GAC. I love playing GAC, but more than that, I love thinking about GACs prior to when they happen. It's like the difference between like strategy and tactics. It's like tactics are like in the field fighting, and strategy is like the overall game plan for the whole war. And I've always loved like the long-term big picture strategy aspect of this game, the resource management, the roster building, all that stuff, more than the tactics. And it became quite apparent very early on that if you had better strategy, you almost didn't really need the tactic part of the game. And prior to money-based matchmaking, when we were on like 100, 150 win streak, I don't remember what it was. I'd have to go back and look at my old live streams. I had like a counter as they went up. Fuck, they're all unlisted. I'd have to actually like scroll so fucking far to find them, but this was like years ago. But it got to the point where like I had beaten the game, and like I was on the border. I was like on the edge. Like I was still gaining 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 subscribers a month at that point. I was on the top of the world, but I'd like beaten the game. Like there was no other hill left to climb because it was impossible. It was literally impossible to lose. And then when money-based matchmaking came out, I remember maybe a month or so before it came out, I was like planning on how to like adapt to it because it was obviously different from what the game had been prior. And I realized that it was still the exact same game. Like after a certain point, I know like, and this is why I had such conflicting opinions on money-based matchmaking, because, you know, if you weren't 4 or 5 million GP, it was like the worst thing ever. But if you were past 4 to 5 million GP, but weren't like top 1%, it was actually great because you got to like punch up a lot. And it was like a new challenge, and like it couldn't have come at a more perfect time. It was incredibly divisive and so many people quit the game. But it was like, it like kept me in because it was like a new challenge, because now it wasn't like I know I'm going to win and there's almost nothing aside from not playing that would stop me from winning. And now there's like infinite upward mobility to go after, and it became like a new game. And when money-based matchmaking came out, all of the years and probably way more than 10,000 hours that I had spent like perfecting the craft of the strategy, not the tactics, but the strategy of Galaxy of Heroes, and had done that better than anyone on God's green earth, it finally became even more relevant, and I was so excited, and it was great. Datacrons were another wrench that threw in that, but eventually people decided to just, by and large, not use Datacrons, which was pretty fun because they suck. And all of that kind of was pointless because it was a small game, and you know, I hate to break it to you, but doing Galaxy of Heroes was kind of a job for many years of my life, almost most of my adult life. And the only way to actually make money in this game, unless you were Arnold, was to do what I started doing. And I was like, holy shit, I'm the best in the world at this, and this is the only way that you can make money, is do roster review streams every single day, twice a day, for fucking 10 hours a day. And it worked really well. And then it was kind of nice because at the same moment that like my entire like personal life outside of Galaxy of Heroes came crashing down on me and like destroyed me and left me crippled and useless and kind of brought me away from Galaxy of Heroes for like almost a year at this point. It allowed like all of these other great content creators to kind of take what I had done, and I disagree with a lot of what they say because they just don't have the hours to make it as good, but like it's still better than nothing. You know what I mean? If you're a new player, it's better to get like 75 to 85% of perfection than to get like 20%.
Mark Mate wasted 5 pounds. Hi AP, long-time watcher and first-time super chat.
See,
Love
all
your
you have to
content.
do
Is this
is
correct
spend
roster review process?
10,000.
Could you review my roster 264-986-815?
All you have to do is spend 10,000 hours of your life, and people will pay you $5 to talk about a fucking video game. Thank you. I will get to that after my long diatribe. What was I saying? Yes, and it's so it's. I feel like I'm like the Monte Ellis of Galaxy of Heroes. Like, I'm like like so much pain and suffering and being like a small bright spot, and then like you disappear into the ether in pain and suffering, and people miss you. Yes, people were sad when I left, but I disappear into the ether, and then the community is graced with winning finally. You know, there's like so many other people who are not doing, like, it's not as good, but it's just good enough, and in some cases it's excellent. And now there's like 10 APGAINS out there doing what I spent so many years doing, and they're reaching more people. And it's like, now you don't have to like my dirty jokes and my stupid sense of humor and how young I am and everything that people didn't like about me. There's like a small version of me somewhere out there doing the same thing, but for your flavor of what you like to watch. And I think it's probably for the best that people can have their slice of the APGAINS legacy, but in a more palatable, more watchable format. And I think the game is in an infinitely better place because of it, if that makes sense. Monte's still cooked on the Bucks, though. I'm still cooking. Lethal Power. I know Monte's still cooked. I'm still cooking. It might be once every fucking 2 months where I'll pop onto a stream and do a little bit of stir in the pot, but I still cook. And I think the cube was like the next evolution to where I can like have all of the hours that I put into this that no one will ever be able to match live on, even if I can't live on in the tool, so that future generations of cows. Sounds so stupid. I'm trying to make like analogies on top of analogies on top of analogies. But now, like, someone who like may not have the, you know, the true understanding of all of the APGAINS lore can use the cube and have the like distilled down 5 years of blood, sweat, and tears, you know, whenever they want it. For $5 on the Patreon. Join the Patreon. Go to settings, go to apps or connections. I don't know what it's called anymore. Link your Discord, join the Patreon exclusive Discord, and use the cube today. There, my mandatory ad placement right there. But it just feels like, I feel like it's like my life cycle has come and gone, and I'm quite content with what I've done and for the state of the game that I have left it in. All right, that's my rant. Bye-bye. All right, that'll be a YouTube video at some point. You guys like my little rant? I feel like my best content has always been where I just like stop reading chat and I just like talk for 10 minutes. Nothing that I say makes any sense, and then I just upload it. I'm gonna make like the most obnoxious thumbnail for that video too. It's gonna be like my head at the top with like a holy like light emanating from my face, and then it's gonna be like all of the other content creators who have like filled the void in my absence underneath me. And then there'll be the pyramid scheme of success, of sadness, of success. Oh my god, it'll be so great. There was a day I saw Arnold spend a ridiculous amount of money upgrading trips and BT. It was a bit scary yet funny. I felt the same way when I watched Nooch get Elrond 7 stars and he spent like $1,500 in a day. The game died. Like, it's like, I mean, I don't know if this is going to sound weird, but in the game and in content creation, I always viewed it as like this two-pronged, like, I always viewed it in this like two-pronged, like, game where it's like, yes, like, how high can you climb, but also like how much money can you not spend. And so there was always like if someone could climb higher but they were spending, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 more than I was, I still viewed myself as on top because it was like this two variable equation. You know, maybe if I had a bunch of money, if I had like $1 million, maybe I would be a giga whale. Because at the end of the day, it's like a tax write-off anyway for content creators. So these older guys who have established careers and families and who are making great money in their normal lives, like, you know, what would you rather do? Give the IRS $50,000 or spend $50,000 on Galaxy of Heroes and not pay taxes? You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to see if Arnold has like ever paid taxes because of all of his deductions. Like, that's honestly like the dream. Like, you have all of the risk of like a small business, obviously, but like if you already are making a bunch of money, it's just, you know, because I imagine like his entire basement remodel write off, every dollar that any of them have ever spent, write off. Kind of crazy. The only thing that I lack is they had the money and I didn't. So maybe in an alternate timeline, if Galaxy of Heroes comes out like 10 years later and APGAINS is like 30, you know, maybe I am the whale. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? I was just born at the wrong time to whale. Born too early. Born too early to have meaning. Born too late to be a Galaxy of Heroes whale. That's the unfortunate life cycle of an APGAINS. Ballsack Bugs Bunny. I do miss Ballsack Bugs Bunny. We're seeing people that bought both GLs now and didn't have enough teams to fight well on GAC. Fight well in GAC. That is similar to those who bought Hyperdrive and lower GAC divisions. I mean, when the Hyperdrive came out, it did give you quite... I mean, yes, you were low on Zetas, obviously, but, I mean, I think it kind of bridged the gap. I mean, Hyperdrive came out well before money-based matchmaking, so it was kind of a problem. It was definitely a hole, but, I mean, like, it was good enough to where, like, it didn't really matter. Queen Amidala being Conquest makes me cry. What are you, sub 4 mil? What are you, poor? Conquest sucks. Yeah, it's not great. Do you reckon they'll add young Annie? I don't think they're allowed to add any kids. I think like beating up kids is a no-no for this game. Think I can get Cal Kestis without any Zetas? I actually have no idea. I don't think I have any of the Zetas. So I will certainly try. And I'll report back. I mean, they also, I don't think, have any mods on them. Yeah, they also don't have any mods. So I will report back when the Cal Kestis event comes out in 2 days and 11 hours. I will report back and let you know. They have Omega, literally Omega. Ooh, that's a good point. I don't know, maybe. I mean, I think like I think they kind of want the characters to be able to fight. You know what I mean? Like, for all of the Grogus, For all of the Grogus, it's like they have the IG droid or BAM so that they do the fighting for Grogu, and he's just there to look cool. Omega actually has a weapon, so she can fight. She has her little laser bow thing. I don't think they'll add a Grogu by himself until he has an actual weapon of some kind and you've seen him fight. And young Annie doesn't like really ever do any fighting. Have a ship? Yeah, but then like the character would have to do something. I mean, like maybe he could be passive and he could like run around and like climb through small Lego tunnels like he does in Lego Star Wars. I don't know. Young Addie on a pod racer. But I mean like the fucking the like separatist unicycle is like small. Oh my god. 5 gifted subscribers. Holy shit. Guys. Beans. Rule of 2. Winter offensive. News from nowhere. You are required to drop your new PAWG Pog emotes. Shut the fuck up. You must say thank you. If you don't say thank you, I will fucking kill you. I will fucking kill you. Dude, I got kind of scammed with this. It was advertised as like a fidget weapon where it would like shoot. Where I could like pull the trigger and it would actually like fire as like a fidget toy. I got fucking scammed. These fucking drop shippers, man. Shut the fuck up. Dude, I hate like all these Instagram ads of like these fucking drop shippers where like the product looks cool and then you buy it and it like is stupid. Like once a year I'll buy like a fidget toy and they all suck. They're all misadvertised. I want Crosshair. Hopefully they add him at the end of Bad Batch season. I'm really hoping for Crosshair as well. If they add Crosshair, I will fully farm Lord Vader. Things are not going to end well for Bad Batch in Amiga. Yeah, I kind of assume as much. But they kind of only exist to like save the sequel series. So if they can have, you know, 5 seasons, tell the story in a meaningful and emotional way with good action and great character development, and then they all die, I that's fine with me. Yes, Mark. It has disappeared. Let me see if Streamlabs has it. Oh, there we go. Okay. I have to type it manually. Jan Moeller. Yeah, I'm assuming Jan because your last name is Moeller. Moeller? I don't know. The 2 dots over the O confuse me a little bit. I'm a simple-minded person, very small brain. Thank you for joining the Patreon. You can DM me your ally code on Patreon itself, but make sure you go to settings, apps, or connections. I don't know what it's called. Either apps or connections. Link your Discord. It'll automatically enroll you in the Patreon Discord, and you can use the cube and have fun and all that good stuff. All right, we're 8 of 15 on JMK, it looks like. Looks like we're missing a lot of low-level stuff. That's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. This is the last Bad Batch season? Aw. That sucks. You're 8 of 15 on JMK. Are you really missing CLS at 9 mil? Probably just not all R5, but... Wait, what? Hey, Mark. 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 No, Mark. Why? Why? Okay, it's fine. I'm not gonna... The old APGAINS would spend 5 minutes making weird noises. The new APGAINS. No such. No, no, no. Alright, what other small teams are you missing? No gas. Is that true? He might just not be high enough relict. Alright, I know I said the old APGAINS would make weird sounds, but the new APGAINS might also make weird sounds. Alright, post JMK, let's CLS, let's gas, let's Padme, let's GG Sep. Other than that, I mean, great backbone. I mean, we have Leviathan. Oh my god, Leviathan Executor. No Profundity. 3 GLs. Malicos, Treya, Starkiller, Malgus, Swallow, Maul. Cat, Savage, Zori's up. Dude, fuck. Are you gonna do the... I gotta make sure my city is... I'm pretty sure he's Relic 5 because he has to be, but... You got Seer Junda as well with Marin Relic. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, Envy's Nest. With Boba Fett. Oh my god. And... Oh god. I'd love a little bit of Afra love, but this is making me incredibly horny. Holy shit. Dude. Mark, I love you. I hate to be this forward in our relationship, Mark, but I love you. I want to marry you right now. I might kiss you. Twice. On both heads. All I'm saying. I mean, post JMK, I would probably gas CLS, JML, Cal. Unless Cal's not permanent, then I would maybe go Jabba instead of JML. All right, we'll do Griffin, and then we'll do Jan. Griffin, are you still here? Eight of 13 on Ray. I mean, I hate to diminish myself in favor of the almighty cube. But I hate to diminish myself in the presence of the almighty cube, my friend, but I think the cube has spoken. I mean, you have JML or JKL, Jedi Knight Luke. All right. 28 offense, 16 defense. Okay. 8 of 13 on Ray. All right. We'll just hold up 1 second. Let me poke around. Okay. 4 stars. Ugh. Ay. Are you planning on farming JML soon? About to be in Kyber, can't wait. Nice. I would maybe Padme GG Sep Gas. Jabba Profundity JML Cal. AP, I have a question with your farming plan. I'm kind of new, so this might be a dumb question, but should I relic core 8 teams fully 1 team at a time, or go key characters first and then come back? Key character. A lot of characters in the core 8 for very early game players are not worth relicking. Just the key characters, like. Shut the fuck up.
Jacoby Golston wasted €5.69. Hey AP, I'll trade money
69
and
cents
for a roster review. 478,264,429.
Like out for CLS, or like if you're sub 2 mil, I would maybe go like CLS and 3PO. I would just go Vader. I would go like Bosk. If you have the Omicron, I would go Zam, but if not, I would just go like Bosk and like maybe Mando. Here, I would go Padme, Anakin, GK. I would go Darth Revan, Bastila. When you eventually get Malak, obviously him as well, but just the 2 of those. For Jedi Knight Revan, I would go Jedi Knight Revan, Yoda, Jolie, and then take Bastila like gear 12. For Grievous, it would honestly like just Grievous until you go for Gas, then you have to get them slightly higher, and then Gas all relics. I'll trade money and love. Why is my fucking shit not working? Alright, I got you, Jacoby. I was debating after Cal and JMK whether to go Gas, CLS, JML, or go Lord Vader, Profundity, Leia. Thank you for the advice and kisses. Love you too. Aww. See, I'm gonna bring you guys in behind the curtain. Sometimes when I'm just feeling really sad, I'll stream to like 20 people. Just so that I can feel loved. Sometimes your boy just needs to feel a little bit of love. Just a little bit of love. Alright, what are we looking at? Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan, Grievous, Gas, Qui-Gon, Iden, Wampa, Traya. Alright. What the fuck do I have Steam open? Sorry, 1 second. I was wondering why my computer is so slow. I have Steam. Did Steam like auto open or something? I don't know, maybe there was a Steam update that made it open. Currently working on CLS. Wanted to go for Jedi Knight Luke JML after. Shut the fuck.
Mark Mate wasted 5 pounds. Yeah, I was debating after Cal and JMK whether to go GAS greater than CLS greater than JML, or to go LV and Professor Leia. Thank you for the advice and kisses. Love you too. Throwing kisses.
Throwing kisses? What the fuck? Throwing kisses? Alright, real post solo. Have a good one. Oh. Chat, love you long time, 10 American dollar. LOL. How far along should the core 8 be before you get a first GL? I mean, Miles, thank you for upgrading your Patreon membership, my friend. I usually say you should start going for a GL or a GL ship around 2.5–3 million GP. In reality, like, no one's gonna have an identical roster at that point, even if you follow the same thing. It just never happens. I've seen tens of thousands of accounts over the years, and no one ever has the exact same account at the same point in time. Should I have my core 8 fully relics before my first GL big ship, or only key characters done? So it's like, so the way you see the cube on the right side of the screen there, the way it recommends teams is like, it takes, all right. So let me find a better example. Actually, this one's fine, I guess. So certain teams that are almost exclusively used for offense are marked as offensive teams. Teams that are almost exclusively used as defense are marked as defense. There's some, like, some are off, like Gas. Gas is one of those weird ones where half people use him on offense, half people use him on defense. He's listed as an offensive team. It's not really a big deal. People use him however they want to use him. So it'll take every character in your account. They all have assigned scores. It'll, you know, give you an offensive defensive rating and then a height width rating. Offensive defense is more applicable to end game players because it kind of dictates how you can play the game. Height and width are more applicable to early game players because they tell you about, like, how you've constructed your tiny roster so far. And then it'll go through the, like, best possible progression of teams as you climb the GAC ladder. And it'll also correlate that team being done with a certain relic threshold that has historically been, you know, top percentile performer in that division, right? So, like, if you're, what are you, Bronzium? I don't remember what Bronzium might be, like relic 1. I'd need to look back to see exactly what it is. The algorithm eludes me exactly at this point. Yeah, I think it's like relic 1. So while you have Padme,
Brigade wasted $5. Here's my love contribution. Oh, and ally code 233 by 173 by 456.
So while you technically have Padme, because of where you are, it's still going to recommend Padme as a team because she's not currently at, like, her entire team is not at the threshold of a top performer in your current division, right? So that's why a lot of people be like, it's telling me that I need to farm Padme, but I have Padme. It's telling you that you need to have Padme, you know, at a usable level. So, like, if you're in Kyber, trying to think of this guy, how many relic teams that are like, this looks like most of his relics are just the hyperdrive relics or the lightspeed relics. But, like, imagine he had gas. Imagine he had a full gas team right here. Actually, better yet, whoever's roster this is, remind me that I need to come back to this after. Oh, this, okay, I know who this is. Never mind. So like, hey, Mr. Boo. I'll use my own roster as an example. This is why I love the cube so much. Fuck, what's my roster? What's my fucking ally code? Because it can do 90% of the heavy lifting that I would need to do on stream whenever you want it without me having to even be awake at the time. All right. Oh, apparently I hit the gas check. Oh, the gas check just checks gas. But like, I don't know. Let's take an example of like Darth Treya. I use Darth Treya, and Darth Treya is one of my most useful teams. And she gets a bunch of holds. But she's clearly not at the Relic 5 level that a Kyber team, a Kyber 2, I think I actually fell to Kyber 3 because I missed a week of GAC, but of a higher Kyber player. Like, this is not top percentile of what it needs to be. Teams like fucking Iden Versio. Clearly not a top percentile Iden Versio, so it's going to recommend. Even characters that I like get 80 to 85 to maybe 90% of the value out of, it's still technically relative to my GAC. Where the fuck is my Wampa? Where the fuck is... Oh, here it is. Still not a top percentile Wampa, right? And then there's characters that I like don't have, like Jabba. I should probably get Jabba. I technically have Reva, right? But her and her team, not top percentile. Malicos, I have them unlocked. But the Ufu team is non-existent, right? So what it'll do for someone else... Let me see if this ally code is still copied or if I have to find it again. Where's the comment? Skippy Dinglechalk. The original question was, should I have my core 8 fully relics before my first GL big chip or only key characters done? It depends. It kind of depends. Right, like, your bounty hunter snipe team could have a fucking gear 10 or a SIG, gear 12 Bando, and still be just as good relative to your GAC. Alright, so it's more GAC competitive dependent than it is GL ship dependent, if that makes sense. Oh shit, is that Ian? Review me, Papa. What's up, Ian? How you doing, my friend? I just tried to direct message, and the boy said I can't even, though I'm in the Patreon server. Direct message? I have DMs turned off. If you're trying to DM me your ally code, just DM it on the actual Patreon website or mobile app. That's where I see them. But yeah, I have DMs turned off. I used to get a lot of death threats when I was taking down the whaling industrial complex. That might actually be a fun story on a second channel. The destruction of the whale fucking industrial complex that caused immense depression and sadness in my life. CLS, Jedi Knight, Luke, JML. So your roster is balanced enough to where I think that's fine. I would maybe double Revan before that. I would maybe double Revan, CLS JML Cal, and then go for a defensive GL like a Jabba or a Leia. What, booby? All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta hobble downstairs and let Boo go play with Danger. Because he's whining and he wants to go play. Give me a couple. It's gonna take me like 2 or 3 minutes to hobble up and down the stairs. With a broken ankle, so. I'll be back in like 120 to 180 seconds. Ugh. What's up, gamers? Ugh. Yeah, should I do a video on taking down the whale industrial complex? Maybe I'll keep that one for, maybe I'll keep that as a Patreon exclusive video. Would you say at a Kyber 2 level that it would be more beneficial to have 6 E mods on Dark Trooper Moff Gideon or Mandalorians? Mandalorians. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon is incredibly niche. He's not fantastic. I would do Mandalorians first. Alright, what am I doing? Jacoby? Alright, 9 of 13 on SLKR. Five stars on finalizer, so I would actually fucking rip them. Did you do the... Where the fuck is the letter F? Okay, about the bundle. Oh, but you're missing the fucking Han. I mean, at 6 mil, I mean, he's basically a free Relic 5, Relic 7, Relic 7. I would rip Roni and cheese. I think that's good value. Especially because you have 2 defensive GLs. Yeah, what are you, 28 defense? Padme Jedi Revens. No Revens? Is that real? Jacoby. Shut the fuck up. Jacoby.
Matthew Feza wasted $1.99. 279 A 696 A 348. I have no relic materials, sad face.
I feel you, buddy. I'm about to waste them all on Calcastus. Well, I guess it's not a waste if you spend it on Calcastus, but... Sorry, allow me to ADHD gain myself real quick. All right, so I would say that probably good idea to do that. Next is Profundity. I mean, I think that's fine, right? 1 GL ship, finalizer for SLKR, Profundity. Yeah, I would go Profundity, Jedi Knight, Luke, J-Mill, Cal. Especially with Sirajunda, Cal Kestis. I mean, it looks like you already might have Cal when he comes out in a few days. Yeah, I would do a Profundity, Jedi Knight, Luke, JML. I think that's totally fine. I would double Revan after that, but... I think that's pretty cut and dry. I have no emotional issues with that. Boners. Boners, are you still here? Boners. So funny. God, I'm so fucking hilarious. Why am I just so funny? Why does no one want to subscribe to me? I'm hilarious. There might be something seriously wrong with me. I should get tested. 112 offense. Holy shit. This guy's got a huge cock. 48 height, 47 width is also kind of hot. That's pretty much identical to where I am. I mean, we're basically the same GP too. You're what, 48, 47? I'm 47, 47. You're what, 112? I'm 110. Nice. I got more GLs though. Oh, actually, no, you don't. I just have JMK and you have Jabba. This is quite hot. Ooh, Malicos. I wish I had him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Qui-Gon's not a problem. Mine's not a problem. Treya, maybe. Hopefully you just have her, but she's not. I would bring up Treya. No Profundity. Oh, you got a 7-star Leviathan. Mine's 4 stars. That's a huge. Yeah. I still, to this day, cannot beat a fucking 7-star Relic 9 Leviathan. Sorry, I just absolutely completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, I mean, I would rip a Profundity. I'd rip a Treya. You have all 3 points of the pyramid scheme of success, of sadness, of success, except for Profundity in the middle. How many Reva shards do you have, Mr. Boners? Just finished Maliko's team. Oh, it's so hot, dude. AP. The $5 Army Patreon have access to the cube. Yes. Every single Patreon tier has access to the cube. The idea was Cal, then Profundity, 0 Reva. I don't care for Inquisitors. I mean, I don't care for them either. I'm just gonna put Reva on my Cal Kestis, my fucking Seer Junda team. I don't know if that's actually gonna accomplish anything, but I want to do it. Yeah, I mean, Cal is obviously gonna be huge. Cal Profundity. I mean, Cal Profundity like Afro. I mean, like JMK. You can throw JMK in there. You probably have to at this point. Maybe even Lord Vader first in anticipation of Bad Batch content. Maybe confirmed. Yeah, I would maybe Lord Vader prior to JMK. You can run Padme Cat. Go Lord Vader. You add a backboned Bad Batch. Maybe we get a new Bad Batch member, but you can definitely use the Marauder to massively boost your Negotiator. I was thinking Lord Vader. See, boners, I knew you had great ideas in you. I knew there was great ideas in there. Is there any team that is not super difficult to get that can deal with Malgus Proving Grounds? I actually have no idea what Malgus Proving Grounds are. I really hate that they don't let you do Proving Grounds. Like, just for fun. I actually have no idea. God, fuck. My body is like itchy. Padme Cat, Jedi Knight Revid, Jedi Knight Anakin, GK. Honestly, like what team do you have to fight? Anything with Cat is usually the answer, but Treya Nihilus Malik beat 90% of the mission. Treya Nihilus is pretty go-to for Proving Grounds, at least for me back in the days. Treya cheeses a lot of PvE content. You have to fight Malgus, Talon, Assassin, Basil, and Malik. Jedi Knight Luke is really good as a leader against Malgus, I find. I love you, AP. I love you too. Hello? Yes, he already ate. Yeah, he's just a fat, furry monster. Alright. Bye. Booby always so hungry. of times these people make me get up on a fucking... It's ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. Alright. I might have to leave soon. I need to ice my ankle. It's starting to get kind of swollen again. Who am I missing? Matthew. And possibly people on Patreon. I haven't refreshed though. No new Patreon DMs. Someone was trying to DM me on Discord for some reason. Whoever that was, did you eventually... Oh, I see it. Okay. Next time, DM me on the Patreon website. It is easier. I don't lose track of it as easy. But I got your alley code. Shut the fuck up.
Difta wasted $10.69. Been watching you since I started playing this game 1.5 years ago, and love your content. Jokes are great, and useful content. More than worth donating to. 441A 992A 213 starting gas soon. What after?
Been watching since I started playing the game a year and a half ago. Love your content. Jokes are great and useful content. More than worth donating to. Starting gas soon. I don't know why I just switched to like a stereotypical Scandinavian accent there. I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna do this one, then we're gonna do Matthew, then we're gonna do the guy who just donated $10.69. And then I might need to go ice my ankle because it's starting to get pretty swollen. God, fuck. I have some sort of fucking problem with my brain. I was probably dropped as a child. I was probably dropped as a child. Alright. I'm dreaming of a job just like the one I also don't have. Oh yes. Oh, it's calling to me. I'm dreaming to farm a Java. How the fuck do you not have the Executor at 7 million GP? Okay, maybe Executor then Java. Unless you're like actively farming something that I just can't see. All right, Matt, have a good one. Ooh, you farming cow? All right, I'll take a cow profundity Java. I see the problem with that. I am dreaming. I'm slowly succumbing to the pain of my injury, so I must now speed up my process to ensure maximum not swelling. Did you give me the wrong ally code? Alright, I'm just gonna do Difta? Difta? I'm gonna do Difta while I wait. You might have given me the wrong ally code. Matthew Feza. All right. Not a terrible. Gas obviously in play, Treya in play, Starkiller in tray, Jedi Knight Luke in play, GL ship in play. Let's see. I would Executor. Then I would probably Jedi Knight Luke, Jabba, Treya, JML. I think this is a pretty cut and dry. I mean, I would throw in a little bit of Bounty Hunters and a little bit, maybe like a Piet. Once Piet's relic for Executor, throw in like a Relic Dark Trooper as well. Maybe an Iden as well. Maybe a little bit on the Qui-Gon team. Fuck. Ah, fuck, dude. Ugh. Oh, you see that? You guys want to see my fucking swollen ankle? Ugh. Gross. All right. I think that's probably what I would do. So a little bit of Executor into a Jedi Knight Luke, Jabba, Treya, a little bit of Troopers, a little bit of Bounty Hunters, a little bit of Qui-Gon into a little bit of JML Cal. I don't know if you're still here. Difda. But that is probably what I would do. Profundity after that. That's the next, what, year of your life? This is why, like, this is the uphill battle that I've had to face over my career. Is like, everyone wants to have the roster review, but no one wants to farm the teams. It'd be taking way too long. I think you entered the wrong number. Possibly. There's a possibility. It's entirely possible. Insert entirely possible Joe Rogan meme. It's entirely possible. Okay. It was indeed entirely possible. Very hot. I'm dreaming of a Cal Kestis and maybe a Leia. I think that's obvious. Cal Kestis, Leia, followed by a little bit of Treya, a little bit of Zori, Savage. Wait a second. How are we on Malgussi shards? What's our Malgussi progress? Matthew, if that is your real name. I mean, I would imagine it's probably bad. Ay, Dios mío. Not good, not good. Why is it bad? Same with Interceptor. Conquest didn't play. Alright, then I would just Cal Leia. Treya. Cal Leia Treya. Jabba. Alright. My ankle's starting to swell up pretty bad. I need to ice it. I will see you guys. I will probably stream in the morning tomorrow. I'm not super busy tomorrow, work-wise, so I might stream in the morning at some point.